Hey, what's up, everybody? Mogan Monster here. Welcome to Why the Fascination, or WTF Live. It is Tuesday night. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everybody had a great weekend after the holiday. Still eating those leftovers, I'm sure. um, Great to see everybody in chat. I do have a treat for you guys tonight. I have Zach from Rooted Expeditions coming up. He's going to join us. He's sitting backstage. But I just want to say hi, and before we do that, and say what's up to everybody in chat. Zodiac Nation, Carrie, Long Island Bigfoot. What's going on, Mike? Drake. Great to see you guys. Hey, Sandra. Cashew. Hey. Um, who else? Tracy Jones. I'm so happy to see everybody tonight. But anyway, if things look a little different behind me, it's because my roommate moved out and I moved into his my spare bedroom. So I reset up the studio in here. Things look a little different behind me. And the chair. I'm in a recliner. Holy shit. My ass doesn't hurt. So yeah, I don't know what to do with myself. I feel like I'm sitting too low, but here we are. Anyway, guys, where did my mouse go? Oh, that is weird. Dude, Rooted, what's happening, dude?
What's going
Zach,
on?
I don't know where the hell my mouse went. I have this screen over here, but it should be on this screen. That is weird. I was trying to get a two monitors up earlier,
Oh,
and one of them's, I don't know why the cursor is over on that one. That's weird. It should be over here. So luckily I have a touch screen, so I can
yeah.
I can do it that way.
Well, there you go. There
But
you
that's
go.
just weird. I don't know how the hell.
That's funny.
I'm trying to pull it over. It won't go any further. Oh well. So what's going on, man?
Man, not much. Thank you for having me on the show.
Oh, it's my pleasure, man. Thanks for coming.
And first off, I just want to congratulate you, man, on how well your channel's doing and how well it's just taking off like a rocket, man. I mean, you're bringing in great content. You're bringing in great people. And these people right here in your little chat is amazing. It's amazing the support they throw behind you, and just how you bring everybody together in this community is just it's awesome.
Well, thank you very much, man. It's just working out awesome, and I'm digging it. I'm loving doing it. Um, Geez, I got to get used to these headphones too. I'm used to earbuds. Um, so yeah, thank you. Oh, shit, I can't. I gotta. I curse on my show, by the way. So
It's fine with me.
feel free. Well, no, now I have to scroll. I can't use my. Dude, I'm on this screen, and on the other screen is my cursor. It's not on this computer. It's not on this screen. So I have to do everything touch.
That
That is
moment you
weird.
lost your mouse, that was priceless.
It's like,
You can't
what
buy
the
that
hell
anywhere.
happened?
Wait, what? Where did my mouse go? So real quick, how are you liking the chair so far?
I'm not sure. I feel like I have to sit up to get closer
Okay.
to the camera.
Okay.
Otherwise, I'm way back here.
Yeah.
So yeah, but it's more comfortable than that damn stool I was sitting on.
Hey, it's got to be more comfortable than that stool, man. It's good. It's brutal being on that for hours on end.
Yeah, and usually it's 2 hours at least. Tom Paul, Big Rob, Mike Kirkpatrick, what's going on, guys? Sandra Pink,
There's
good to see
Sandra.
you. Yeah, I know she. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. I'm lost without this cursor. I don't know how to get. All right.
What's up, Mike? Hey, Cashew, Linda,
I'm gonna try something different.
Zodiac. What's up, Big Rob? Hey, Carrie. How you doing, love?
I gotta change the display. Hang on a second.
Hope everybody's doing well in the chat tonight. Thank you for joining Mogion Monsters show. If y'all haven't already, make sure to give him a big thumbs up, because I'll tell you guys, when you like his videos, it helps with the YouTube algorithm and it helps push his video out there to reach more people just like y'all.
Thank you. So tell us about you, man. What makes you tick? How did you get into this? And what's your like forte? I know you do some haunted houses and stuff, and
yeah. Well, what started all this was COVID. I've always wanted to have a YouTube channel for the longest time, and I'd always make it.
No, because COVID is when I started it. You know, the beginning of COVID is when, yeah.
I think a lot of people started it during COVID. I mean, for a long time, I always wanted to do YouTube, but I was so busy and wrapped up with everything, and I always made excuses. I'm just too busy. I don't have time to do this. And when COVID happened, my business slowed down quite a bit, enough to go, what am I going to do with my spare time? Well, sure. I always watched these YouTubers that explore. I'd watch one of the biggest ones was Oh My Gosh TV, and I'd always like how he would do his little explores and on these different places. And I'm like, man, and then exploring with Josh as well. And I was like, man, I would love to do that. They look like they have so much fun. I'm going to try it out. So I went and grabbed my phone and went to a place and started filming, and I'm like, man, this is really cool. And then what got me was the history, going and finding out the history about these places. I didn't realize how much it was going to captivate me and grab me and suck me in, and I'm like, whoa, something really tragic here happened, and getting to learn about what happened, and I start to come to realize after exploring I explore a lot of abandoned places, not just historical places, but a lot of abandoned places. And when I explore these abandoned places, it seems like a lot of them have a lot of tragedy, a lot of horrific nightmares, I guess you would call it, stuff that we think we're in a bad time now. I mean, back then they were chaining people to the walls. They were not treating people that had cuts and wounds, and they would die from these diseases that all they needed was clean a wound and abandon them up, and they would have survived, or these people were put in cages, or, people just horrific deaths, and just a lot of bad things happen that I guess we just don't really know. And, and then not just the bad things, but a lot of good things too, it's just really cool to go to an abandoned place or a historical place and then put yourself back in that time period. So that's what's kind of really sucked me in. And that's what really gets me going, and then I also have people that watch that just give their feedback of, hey, maybe you should do this, or hey, I really like what you're doing here, or hey, don't do that, do this, or have you tried this, and hearing different people's input. And also on top of that, there's a lot of people out there that can't go see these historical places or abandoned places, or just a simple explore, like if I'm going to a zoo or to a public place, some people can't go, and I'm providing that way for them to see something that they can't physically go to. So seeing that's a blessing for me as well.
Absolutely.
To see awesome. That, and I really didn't know how big of an impact it was for people like that, saying, hey, this really means a lot that you explore these places, because we just can't get out, and you doing that, it really helps. And I didn't realize how big of an impact that is, so yeah, it's just a big passion, I guess. And the thing is I'm no expert. I'm still learning. I'm only been doing this for 8 months, and pre-COVID, and so I don't have a lot of knowledge about the explore world. I've just been to a lot of places. I've been already to quite a few states.
Yeah, but I mean, it's exploring. You take it at your own pace and do it your own way. I mean, there's no written rule on how to do it, right?
Right, exactly.
So that's awesome,
Yeah.
Yeah, I watched some urban exploration videos out there. Some recently, they saw one for up near Flagstaff or Williams, Arizona. They have the Apache Death Caves,
Oh wow.
and yeah, there's some caves you can go down in, and I guess um, I, they trapped a bunch of Apache Indians in there and like smoked them out or whatever.
Yeah.
However,
Yeah.
yeah,
Killed them with smoke.
yeah,
Yeah.
asphyxiated them. Yeah.
And that was
Um,
back in the uh was that 1500s? Is that 1500? Can't remember.
I don't think it was that far back.
Oh, okay.
I, I don't know. But there's a lot of urban exploration here. There's a lot of natural exploration, like
Yeah.
just caves, which I think I would get into. Checking out caves.
Yeah. Y'all got quite a bit of caves over there in Arizona.
A lot of mines here too.
Yeah. Well, yeah, y'all have the man, the Grand Canyons. I couldn't think of it. Y'all got
Oh
the
yeah,
Grand Canyons.
a big
That is
hole in the
on.
ground.
Yeah, that's on my bucket list.
Oh,
Y'all
dude,
have.
I'll tell you what, man. Don't wait that long. Come up here and I'll take you there.
That's great because
'Cause-
there's. I want to go see that place so bad.
Oh,
This
dude,
cave.
there's only one way to see it, and this is how I did it. I mean, for me anyway, and I've recommended people do this, and they have, and people have gotten back to me and said, "Hey, man, that was an awesome idea." I went up. First time I went up there was with my dad, and I didn't want to just walk up on it.
Yeah.
Like walk up because you get to the first parking lot and it's Mather's Point, and you park and you walk up and you get to the rail and it's right there. So what I did is I told my dad, I said, walk in front of me and I'm just going to keep my head down, buried in your back. And I said, just get me to the rail. And I kept my eyes closed the whole time. I got to the rail and I opened my eyes to the Grand Canyon. And I lost my breath. It took my breath away. This is exactly what I did. Holy fuck. And I cried. I saw it and I cried, dude. It's that impressive.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen pictures, but pictures don't justify it. And I know
No.
it. I know that firsthand. You got to be there to see it and to experience the whole thing. And that is on my bucket list to do.
So your buddy Zodiac Nation wants to know what is the meaning behind the name Mogollon? It's my understanding that, well, one, it's a rim, a mountain range here in Arizona, but supposedly there was an ancient or a prehistoric tribe of Indians called the Mogollon. That's what I looked up. That's what I found out about it. So, yeah, that's what I know. Let me see who else is here. Loretta, what's up? Hey D, Cryptidville, Larry M. I just gotta make sure I. Hey,
Hey,
Callie.
lady in the woods.
Martha, Iron Dogger, welcome. Yeah, Iron Dogger, it was an amazing way to see it. I just once in a lifetime chance to witness one of the 7 natural wonders of the world, or 8 or whatever there are, and to open your eyes to it was just, for me, was just the only way to do it. It was.
Wow.
I lost my breath. I said, "Holy fuck," and I cried.
Zion National Park is another place I would like to go see too. I know CD Squatcher said that. I went there 2 years ago. It was wonderful, but the very most amazing place I've ever been is Zion National Park. I've seen pictures, but like again,
Mike Kirkpatrick, Zion is in Utah, along with Arches, and there's like 5 national parks there, I believe.
yeah.
Yeah. Zion, Bryce Canyon's up that way, right?
I have no idea. I just the name sounds familiar. I mean, I know when I hit Grand Canyon, that was because I tried planning a trip to do this the beginning of the year, but kind of plans kind of failed through, especially because of COVID. And so we weren't able to make that trip. And Grand Canyon and Zion Park was one of those. So, and I think the other one was Garden of the Gods or something like that. It's like all these mountain ranges and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, I've never been to Utah. Actually, I have a friend that lives up there, and I'll probably get up there one of these days and visit and check some things out. Like Moab, I want to see that. It's pretty similar to Sedona as far as the Red Rocks go.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's in lower southwestern, I think,
Okay.
Utah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, there's so much I haven't seen. Everybody's like, "Oh, I want to go overseas." I'm like, I'd rather see what's here first.
Yeah.
I've been overseas. I went to Italy once, way back in '89.
Did you eat a lot?
Oh, not all. Yeah. It was
great.
Yeah, over there they just call it food. It's not Italian food.
It's just food. It's Italian food. Yeah, we were gonna get Italian. Where's our Italian restaurant at? It's like everywhere. So, hey, let me ask you a question, Mogion. So, what do you project your because you're moving so well with this channel? What are some like highlights that are coming up here in the next, or I guess what should I say, recent future for you?
In the near future?
Like, or yeah, the near future. I'm sorry.
I don't know what the future holds, dude. I'm gonna get back into having guests, pre-scheduling guests at least once a week. Because normally I just rely on chat and people pop in, but I think they enjoy it more and to have somebody come on. And by the way, guys, if anybody wants to join us, you have any questions, you want to talk to Zach, feel free. You can pop on. I will give you. It did it again. How the hell did it do that?
There goes your mouse again.
I changed the settings
gosh.
too. That's funny. Excuse me. So if anybody wants to come on, hit me up at monstermogion@gmail.com and I'll send you the link. Or just, if I might already have your address, just hit me up in chat. Now I got to touch screen everything again.
Have you ever run in trouble with security when exploring abandoned sites, Toaster Bath? Yes, actually, quite a few times. A few from police officers and one from military, but the only thing I could say is I was honest. And I told them exactly what I was doing. Hey, I'm here. I'm an urban explorer. I have a YouTube channel. I'm just exploring, taking photos and videotaping this place. Not doing anything. And usually most of the time they'll say, "Oh, okay," or "Hey, you can't be here. Can you leave?" I had one who was pretty. They're always aggressive right off the bat, but I don't run. That would be the worst thing to do is run. But I just approach them and just tell them exactly what I'm doing and go about my way. The military one was pretty scary because I was on a military site and I thought it was abandoned. All my facts showed that it was abandoned. Even the locals that were right next to it said it was abandoned. And the internet I was reading about they said it was abandoned, but come to find out,
owned.
It was actually a live military base where they do like aerial assaults, live rounds. We were walking right in the middle of it all. And and he's like, "You're so lucky that everybody's home because of COVID." He says, "Or you would have walked in some live fire." And I was like, "Well, I didn't even know," so that was pretty creepy and scary. So,
wow.
But since then, all my explores have been well planned and thought out. So
what else? What's up, Duke? Good to see you.
What's the creepiest thing that's ever happened to me, Mike Kirkpatrick? Man, what's the creepiest thing that's ever happened to me? I don't know what would the creepiest thing would ever happen. I'd say probably being at the Texas murder house I was in. That was a pretty weird one. A lot of weird feelings. I felt like just somebody was. I felt, whenever you walk into something, Mugs, and you feel like something bad is about to happen. Like I felt that the second I walked on the property, and then my hands started catching on fire. Like, well, it felt like it were catching on fire, like they were seriously burning, and it was just a very, very, I guess, creepy feeling. It just felt like something really bad was about to happen. So I didn't stay there very long. It was a very short video. But yeah, I guess that would be the creepiest.
Cryptidville had a similar question. What's the strangest things that happened while exploring an abandoned place?
Strangest thing, picking up, I guess, like shadow figures, doors shutting on their own, voices, hearing voices on the audio. Just regular exploring. I don't do the paranormal or anything, and it doesn't mean I don't believe in it. I'm just an explore channel, but I'll catch voices and stuff on my camera that I didn't hear before. So those are pretty strange.
Right on, man. I'm just let's get rid of that.
Yeah, Zodiac says salute, and Zach got busted. We sure did. The first thing, and he'll say this too. Salute says, first thing he said when the government then the military guy came up, he says, I'm sorry, we'll delete everything. I'm like, dude, shut up. Oh, that was funny.
Toaster Bath asks, what's the furthest distance you've traveled to explore an abandoned site?
Okay, so I'm in Dallas, Texas, and the furthest I've gone, I want to say, is probably I guess that would be Pennsylvania, pretty close to New York, New Jersey. So
that's a good haul.
Yeah, but I flew. So, and I just got back. I just did 6 days and 6 states in 8 days, shooting different abandoned places. So that was pretty cool. Wow. Yeah.
Where in Pennsylvania?
Gettysburg in Philadelphia. Wow. So we went in and we flew into Chicago, Illinois, and then we pretty much rented a car and drove all the way from Chicago to Pennsylvania, but hitting different states on the way.
That's a long drive.
Yeah, it was a lot of driving. It was fun. Oh, Ruger Ridge. The guy that never needs backup. Brave.
Nelson R., what's happening, buddy? Who else is here? Hilton's here. Have you encountered orbs of any shape or color in your adventures?
Yes. I would probably say no red orbs or any other orb colors. Probably mostly just the white orbs or blue orbs, I guess you would call it. Now, outside of adventures, yeah, I've seen the red ones and stuff like that. But it's usually you catch the more active stuff. It seems like when you're off camera, I'd feel like. For me,
I've only seen an orb once, and it was a spirit orb.
Oh, was it?
No doubt. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in a house. I was.
Is it pretty big?
It was probably the size of a racquetball.
Racquetball.
Smaller than a baseball, bigger than a golf ball, and it was blue.
Oh, okay.
But I woke up to it like a dog. I was sleeping, a dog entered the room. I yelled at the dog. I woke up, and out of the bathroom came this orb. And went in front of the bed and disappeared.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I went back to bed. I just rolled over. I was like, whatever.
Yeah. Didn't realize it until the next morning. You're like, I really saw that.
Oh, no, I realized it because I had other experiences,
Yeah.
Paranormal stuff. So it didn't freak me out.
Wow.
I'm just checking.
Wonder Woman, do you cover yourself with prayers or spiritual protection before explorations? I actually pray up. I'm a firm believer in God. I'm a child of God. So
Armor up.
I armor up. I pray. That is the most important thing I think I could do, because I mean, some of the places I go to, like I said, I'm not a paranormal. I do believe in it. I'm not a paranormal channel. I'm an explorer, but some of these places I go to are, there's some really wicked things that are in there. I'm just going to say that. So,
Well, inevitably, it's gonna cross paths with it's gonna cross over where you want to be just an explorer channel, but when you're gonna catch
yeah.
stuff that
Mm-hmm.
unexpectedly you're gonna be like, hey guys, check this
Yeah.
out.
Yeah. 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 Exactly. Like this last video I just did, I have a viewer. She goes in and she listens to every. She puts the headphones on and she'll listen. She's like, "Man, you caught a lot of voices in this video." And then I got another person saying, "Man, you caught a lot of figures in this video." It's crazy what the camera picks up, but we don't realize. Not. I mean, I'm not saying all the time, but most of the time we don't see it or hear it, and it
Well, you're
picks
not
up.
looking for it either. You're
Exactly.
there to explore.
Yeah.
Whereas someone who is a paranormal researcher might pick it up right away. They know what they're looking for.
Yeah. Yeah.
Where you and I would just be like looking at the camera, looking through past everything just to see what's, in front of us, not the little mystery stuff floating around.
Yeah.
CD
Exactly.
Squatcher, what's up? Who did I just see? Did I see Ozzy in here? Ozzy Tiger, what's going on, man? Great to see you. And I am Realize is here. Stephanie Perez, hi. Real Deal is here too. Wow. I've been listening to you. I got to pay attention to chat.
I'm gonna tell you, it is so hard for viewers, for people watching, and you already know this, but people watching, it is very hard to talk to a guest and look at your comments because you're gonna miss some. That's just, it's very hard to catch everybody.
But they know.
Yeah,
Um,
that's right, Mike.
Aaron says, seems like the mountain people are folks who live in around mountains just see them as part of life, these orbs, very curious about their purpose.
Hmm.
Hmm. It's interesting. So what where else did you go on this trip?
Um, just this recent trip I came
Yeah.
on. One of the few of the main highlights, because I stopped in Indiana and explored quite few places in Indiana, but uh, those were just bonuses. But the major ones I went to go see was the Ohio State Reformatory, which is where they shot the Shawshank
Shawshank
Redemption.
Redemption. Yeah.
Dude, that place is so cool. And then Penhurst Asylum, and then Anchorage Mansion, which is like I think early 1900s. That house was built so beautifully from being back in its time. Um, and then the Fairfield County Infirmary, which was probably probably one of the most saddening places I've ever been to. I mean, there was over 1,200 mass graves or grave
Oh,
and mass graves of just children. I mean, it makes you wonder, why is there a mass grave of children? What happened? All these children died at the same time for them to be in a grave together.
sure.
There was so many bodies that they had to bury them up and down. That's how they buried them, standing up, not laying down. They're standing up. That's how when they x-rayed the land, because they were trying to build on it, and when they x-rayed it, they found all these bodies everywhere, and they only found a little over 1,200, and they said there was still more. They just, what they scanned is what they found.
Sure.
So, and it's just really sad how they treated people back in the day.
Wonder Woman wants to know, what kind of sources do you use to locate your expeditions?
I use Facebook groups. I use Google Maps and word of mouth with other explorers. And then
Right on.
if that all fails, I will go down a country road, which this is the best way to do it. Go down a county road, not a highway, but a county road, and you will find something. You'll find an old farmhouse, and in small towns, that's the best. That's just I find stuff.
I like exploring like old cemeteries. Sounds weird,
Yes.
but
No.
the history in that is just amazing.
Yeah, the ones with the crypts and stuff in them.
Yeah, like one time back east, I stopped at a cemetery, and I guess it's Terrytown, but it's also called Sleepy Hollow. So if you know
Oh,
the legend of Sleepy Hollow, that
yeah.
was Washington Irving wrote that. I happened to be going through the cemetery, and I round a corner, and there's Washington Irving's grave. So that was pretty cool.
Wow, that is pretty cool. I'll
But
tell
yeah,
you.
I just love old cemeteries.
And you know, you got to have a niche for it too. I've noticed that exploring that there's certain people that really like cemeteries, and I'll tell you, there's some really cool ones out there, and there's some freaky ones out there. You go there during just in the daytime. I mean, I've been to some at night, and that was freaky, but some of the ones during the daytime, I was like, man, thank God I ain't coming back out here at night.
Cemeteries don't bother me one bit. I mean, I don't
They
know.
don't freak you out a little bit when you go out there at night? At
No,
night? What? Man.
I'll tell you something later when we're off air.
Okay.
Um, yeah, no, that doesn't bother me.
Have I ever seen Bigfoot, Martha Turner? No, I haven't. But I do believe in them. I wouldn't know what I don't. I wouldn't know what to do if I saw one. Um,
Can't
Probably rebuke it. That's what I would probably do if I saw one. But that I do. I
hurt.
no, and I think I want to go out there, especially if it's like snowing or something, or in the when it's not as greeny. I guess I would say because I feel like I'd be able to see them better in through the
Sure,
woods.
sure.
You know what I mean? I mean, I might be wrong, and I'm not no Bigfoot expert or anything, but
Nobody is.
I do want to. I do kind of want to go out there and search. You know what I mean? I want to go see. I want to go see some footprints. Physically seeing for myself. Not
Sure, I'm the
videos
same
or.
way.
Yeah, dude. I mean, I think it's so cool. And we got a lot of national parks over here.
What was your number one place you have explored? That's addressed to me by Zodiac Nation.
That's a good question.
Honestly, Pompeii, Italy. That's my number one place.
Wow.
I mean,
Elaborate a little bit. What was the most memorable part about being over there in Italy? That's so cool.
well, I went to Rome. I went to
Oh wow.
Venice. I went to um, Napoli, and then out to Capri, which is an island off of the coast.
Oh
And
wow.
but I've been to Pompeii, and Pompeii was the city. It was Pompeii and Herculean, the sister city, that were covered by Mount Vesuvius when it erupted. And to walk through an excavation like that is just amazing,
Wow.
because what happened when people got covered with that ash, it formed a what do you call it? A cavity. When the body wasn't there anymore, the ash had this cavity, so they would fill those cavities with plaster of Paris, and it would come out in looking like the human when whatever position they were in when they died. You know,
Wow.
it's like, yeah, it's weird, but just
Wow.
the mosaics on the floors, the tile work. I mean, that they uncovered, and it was just amazing. The history back there was just phenomenal. Going to the Colosseum, that was another one in Rome. That was just,
Wow.
you're
God
looking,
no.
yeah,
Whoa.
yeah,
That'd be so cool. That is I do want to see the Coliseum. I think that is on my bucket list, but I know it's kind of way on down there because it's going to take some money to get over there for
yeah.
sure.
That was a trip. That was a
That's
good trip.
that's really cool. So a lot of memorable moments there. That's
Well,
really
hey,
awesome.
hey, Belle, hanging with Honey. Who else did I just see that? Hanging with Honey just subscribed tonight. As a matter of fact,
Oh,
thank you for
nice.
that. Wow, 75 in chat. That's awesome, guys. You guys are amazing.
Wow. Congratulations, man. Look at you. That's awesome. No, I'm saying, man, it's really cool because what I think you're doing is really awesome, and I really, I want to applaud you for that because that's really, it's hard. It's hard to do that, and it's really cool to see that, and especially everybody in the chat working together and coming to see you and to just be in this, like I said, this unit, this group here. It's awesome.
Well, somebody recently described it. We were talking about the show, and on in chat, somebody said they compared it. They said it's like hanging out at your best friend's house.
Yeah, exactly. That's how you sum it up right there. That's perfect.
So I don't know if Megan Richardson has ever graced your channel at all, but Megan's a character. So, hey Mogs, how was your 84th birthday party? I hope you got to celebrate it with your twin brother, Willie Nelson. Did y'all get a chance to smoke some Sasquatch ganja and wear sweet bandanas?
Oh my
god. Welcome.
Oh wow.
Oh dude, Megan's awesome. My birthday was awesome. Uneventful. And as a matter of fact, as of 11:30 yesterday morning a.m., recreational marijuana is now legal in Arizona.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So you can smoke it, possess it, drink it, whatever. But right now, there's no place to buy it. Yeah, dispensaries won't be available. Like all their ducks won't be in a row until probably late March.
Oh wow!
So luckily, I have a guy.
That is funny. Oh man, that is funny. Well, happy late birthday. So
well, thank you, man.
Yeah, no problem.
Zodiac said he has to split.
Hey, no worries, man. Thanks for joining.
Yeah, thanks. Definitely.
Man.
Just looking for any other questions.
So, yeah, man.
Weed. Doodle Squatch, what's happening? This is funny. Squatchweed?
Squatchweed.
It smells really skunky.
Yeah. There you go. Very skunky. That is funny.
With a hint of wet dog.
Yeah, you can smell that. Oh man, that's great. Yeah, so guys, if you got any questions, shoot away. Pick my brain.
Yeah, guys.
Questions for Moggs. Shoot away. We were here.
Oh, they get opportunity to ask me questions all the time. Oh, Ozzy says I didn't know it was your birthday. Yeah, Friday, dude. It was on Friday.
Yeah, there goes. Aaron says, "Mog, start your own shop. You would be you get the bid."
Willie's doppelganger dispensary. Willie's.
Willie Nelson's twin. Yeah. Oh man.
Linda wants to know, what part of Texas have you explored?
Okay, west. I'll just say West Texas, out there going out towards Lubbock. Let's see, up north, probably closer to Oklahoma. So that'd be, oh man, what's that? Electra, like up there and way past Electra. Houston area, Galveston area, Fort Worth area, and pretty much kind of all over. So. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
Larry says, Mogs, you did a great job helping out Sawdust Beast last night. Oh, I didn't do anything. I just popped on so they could do they just switched over to StreamYard because Google Hangouts just dumped everybody. So
really?
Yeah, so now everybody's got to scramble and get reestablished somewhere. So I'd recommend StreamYard, and I think they'll like it. I think StreamYard works good.
I use it all the time.
But they were doing shit that I haven't figured out yet. All of a sudden, he's like putting videos up. I'm like, How do you do that?
Yeah, StreamYard's awesome. It's really easy. It's friendly. What
User
is that?
friendly.
User friendly. Yeah,
Yeah.
user friendly. It's just really. I don't know. I really like it and enjoy it. And plus, you get to put the the banners on there. You can play your videos on there. It's really cool.
That's last night they're calling it what the hell, dog yard or they were just screwing up the name of it last night. What did I call it? Field and stream, or I don't know what the hell. It was funny.
Well, heck, I've had a hard time getting your name right for the longest time. I was like, man,
Actually,
I was like an idiot.
Guys, tonight, the first time, before the show was the first time that I ever heard him say my name right.
Mogion Monster. I was like, Mulligan, Magolion, He's like, what the heck? It's like
so Mike Kirkpatrick wants to know, when does the Shawshank episode hit?
Well, just due to the backup of videos, it will be probably sometime in January in 2021. So,
right on.
And I did do the trailer for that. So the trailer is on my channel. One of those two.
Awesome. What else?
What's the hottest day you've ever experienced?
Well, temperature wise.
Oh, temperature.
110, 112.
Yeah, I would say exploring the Nazarene Hospital, a haunted hospital, and Mineral Wells. That was the worst. I mean, I literally trying to film and like it looked like I jumped in a pool with my clothes on, and it had to be probably like 100 degrees inside that building, maybe 90 to 100 degrees with no wind. I mean, that was pretty dreadful, especially doing 7 stories of that. And the higher I went, the higher we went, the worse it got. So
I don't know. I've dealt with 110, 112 degree weather just outside here. I'm sure you have too in Texas.
What's that? I'm sorry.
I said I've dealt with. Never mind. Go fuck yourself.
I'm sitting here reading all these comments coming through. I'm trying to keep up with your comments here. Go ahead. I'm so sorry.
Yeah, man. It's hot in Arizona too. There, that's it.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's in these southern states, it can get try 150 degrees. Yeah, it's hot, and especially the further south we go, it gets even hotter. It's not just the heat; it's the humidity that it brings with it.
Yeah, we don't have humidity here, so.
Oh, gosh, dude, you're lucky.
I mean, we do, but it's like minimal. So it's That's why like people don't understand when they come to Arizona and they're going to go hiking and shit. You have to bring water. You have to hydrate because you don't realize how dehydrated and how quickly you dehydrate. Because the sweat doesn't drip off you; it evaporates. So you don't realize how much you're sweating. And people get in trouble out here.
And it's a different hot where you're at too. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's a totally different. Yeah, and it actually gets pretty cool at night too, doesn't it?
In some places in the desert itself, but when like down in Phoenix, there's so much radiation or radiant heat, I should say, from concrete and the roads that it doesn't cool off as much as at night as you think it would.
Oh, okay.
But in the desert parts, it cools off at night, but with all that concrete and you just have that radiant heat during the night.
Well, I don't know if I'd function in Arizona, man, because I can't function very well in the heat here. Like I was enjoying up north wearing shorts. Oh man.
Yeah, it's a dry heat though. It's tolerable.
Yeah, Arizona is hot.
Ben says Arizona's hot as fuck. Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but y'all got some pretty lakes out there too, don't y'all?
There's only like one or two or three maybe that are natural lakes here.
Natural.
There's a shit ton of man-made lakes.
Right.
Be it the Salt River chain. When you get down into Phoenix, you have like Saguaro, Apache, all these different lakes that are part of a river system, and then you have Lake Pleasant, which is huge, Roosevelt Lake, and they're all within the Phoenix area. And then you can go
Yeah.
up higher into the mountains, like at 7,000 feet, and there's outside of Flagstaff, there's a lot of lakes.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, there's a lot of places to cool off during the summer, and like which is cool. When it's hot here, you go up to Flagstaff, it's 20 degrees cooler. It's amazing.
Yeah. Wow. So can I ask you a question?
Sure.
So yeah, I know you're getting to talk to a lot of people and hear a lot of awesome experiences that people, and probably scary experiences that people have explained. What would be your number one that would really stand out to you the most?
The number one
And
what?
number one scariest like story that stands out to you?
That I've heard in general or
Yeah,
heard
just
here?
heard here on this show.
Um, I don't know,
Or
dude.
I guess okay, in general, I guess then.
Well, no, like I heard a story a friend of mine had told me. He used to live up on a reservation in on the Navajo reservation, and
Mm,
they were white, and they had attended some functions, and at one of the functions they won a couple goats, two goats, and so they won these goats, and they already had horses, so they just put the goats. They built a paddock within a paddock, small goat paddock within a horse paddock, and they had them for about a year. And one morning they go out to feed him, and the father goes out, and both the goats are dead. The horse paddock is half of it's knocked over. The horses are gone, and the goats were their necks were broken. Their heads were spun around, and half their face was ripped off. So when the shaman, medicine man, I don't know what they call the proper term, saw this, they were like, oh, no, no, no. They had to do this big ceremony because they felt it was related to skinwalkers.
mm,
So that's a scary story. That's one of mine, like just weird
wow.
that happened to a friend of mine. Yeah.
Well, very interesting. Wow. I mean, I can only imagine being that person in that place. Wow. That is interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully I'll be able to get my documentary out here soon about my experiences in since childhood, dealing with them for so many years with the I guess cryptid stories. Uh, it's not one event; it was many events. So I'll be able to get that out coming soon about um, being visited at night, having things taken out of my room, TVs turning on and off by themselves, drawers opening up on their own, and I'm a kid, seeing things that weren't there, and it was it was all real, and just was very
So
crazy.
was this more like a ghost experience, like
Uh,
spiritual spirits?
it was more, yeah, I would say so, but in the physical realm. It was spiritual realm things, entities in a physical realm. I mean, they were physically there, stealing stuff out of my room,
Well,
or
I've had
misplacing.
experiences where physical things were manipulated in front of me.
Yeah.
So I know
Well,
what
I
you
mean,
mean.
physically being there, a creature physically being
Yeah, I
there,
haven't seen anything like that, but
and
I experienced.
like seeing these weird looking spiders, but they weren't spiders, but they were huge, and they were all black. I guess you would call them. I guess people nowadays call them shadow figures. And I would see it, and then I would like, look at it, and then it's like as soon as like I would try to like, okay, it's not there, and it would go away, or I'm like try to look at it, it wasn't there for too long. It's like it would see me and then disappear. Or it's like it's like act like it didn't know I could see it, and then if I did see it, it's like it's just really hard to describe that. And then I would have, I'd be laying there in bed, and I could hear this like demonic breathing, you know, uh, breathing right next to beside my bed, but I couldn't see it. You know what I mean? Like, you know, but it was nothing there. And it's just stuff that really traumatized me. But my parents were like, "Hey, it's not real. It's not real." You know, and then eventually over time, I felt like I stopped seeing them for a long time, and but still kind of experienced some things, but not as bad as it was, because it just was always put in my head, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real, it's not real. So it kind of just suppressed everything. So yeah, that was pretty. So I got, it's just many of stories like that in different times and places in my life, and it just gradually became almost like revealing itself again later on in my life. And so it's just many times that. So this is going to be part of the documentary that I'm going to do. I've been talking about it for a long time, and because a lot of people are like, "Hey, why don't you do paranormal investigations?" I was like, "This is why." I know what's there. I don't want to do it. Do I'm
And
against?
I'm the same way. I know it exists. I
Yeah,
have no desire to
yeah,
poke around the paranormal.
yeah,
As far as like ghosts, I know they're
yeah.
there. I
And
don't
like I
need
don't
to.
have in like I say this, and I don't have anybody. I have people that do paranormal investigations. Like that's fine. Like everybody has their own walk and their own journey, and the experiences when you go looking for something and you find it. When I was a child, I wasn't looking for it. It was there. I mean, I couldn't
Sure.
help that. I was being tortured by that, and it would play with me and try to manipulate things around me. And I, but when later on, when I actually started figuring out what these things are, I got curious, like everybody does. So I wanted to go see, and I saw, and uh, and it's just something I don't want to mess with. And open portals and doors to that world, I want to keep those shut, so I don't
Sure.
do it. And I have nothing against people that do it, so I just don't want to do it or be a part of it. So,
Right on.
but
So
yeah.
so Iron Dogger asks, have you heard about or witnessed the Hat Man?
Okay, now I don't know if this will answer this, because I was talking to another brother or another friend about this Hat Man, the one that I saw, and I was with somebody else, and we both saw it. So it was crazy. So I pulled over. Something was going on that day. Me and this guy, we pulled over and we prayed, and we were parked out front of this Brahms. The Brahms was closed; it was not open. We parked in front of the Brahms, and we prayed, and then there was no one there. I think there were some cars in the parking lot, but there was nobody. There was nobody there, so it was just like one or two cars. But we parked, prayed, and we left to get back on the road. And something was like pulling at me, and I looked, and there was a guy standing at the Brahms, between these two pillars, and he had this hat, this top hat that looked this guy looked like he was from the 40s. He wasn't wearing clothes like how we wear today. He was very slick, and he was wearing these round glasses, and he was looking right at me, smoking a cigarette, looking right at me, and I literally could feel that man, or whatever that was, looking into my soul. Like, it was the weirdest feeling. I've never had anybody do that to me. And I'm just sitting here going, that's the devil. Like, I could feel it in my spirit that it was saying, that's the devil. And I said, hey, because I thought maybe I was seeing something, because it was so weird. And I looked at my buddy. I said, look at that. What is that? He looks at it and he turns at me. His face is pale. And he says, that's the devil. Like, his face was pale. And he's like, let's get out of here. And so we just got out of there. And then this man, as I'm driving off, I'm looking at this man as I drive away, and he looks at us as we're driving, and he like disappears. He steps back and disappears. That was so freaking surreal. Didn't know what the heck that was. So if that's the Hat Man that people are talking about, because I've heard a couple other people talk about the same figure, wearing glasses, wearing this hat, wearing this black suit, and the stories are real similar. So maybe that's, I don't know. That was weird, because I've met some pretty crazy people in my life that were not very nice people, and no one's made me feel like that.
Long Island Bigfoot says that's the Hat Man. Yep.
Yeah.
So, all right. What did I miss? Megan must have said something that I missed.
Have you seen any devices on their wrists or have been reports of blue light devices on them? Uh, Cosmic Wildman, I have not seen any devices of that. I mean, this guy would just look like from the 40s.
Megan's got a question for you.
Okay.
Question. Hey, Rooted Expedition. Have you ever encountered a female Sasquatch blow kisses at you from the bushes and advise you that you have a man squatch Amish beard? Amish.
Yeah. I told her come get in my my horse and buggy. Actually, this is the longest I've ever had my beard. I'm doing this and I won't cut it. So like when I hit 2,000 subs, I'll cut it. That's what I told my viewers. That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to keep growing it out until I hit 2,000 subs. Then I will cut it. I'm at 1,500 right now. So hopefully can we get there pretty quick? That would be nice. Yeah, that would be nice. I can go ahead and cut this thing because I already made a commitment.
Next time we see him, it's going to be down to his waist.
He'd be like, wait a minute, weren't you at 1,500? Why are you at 1,000?
Damn YouTube.
Oh wow.
Too funny.
Wow.
Mr. Lee 3PO says, do not use a Ouija board. No worries there, brother.
I've used it when I was younger. I do not recommend that. Those are portals from my standpoint. So I do not do that. It's scary.
Let's see.
I love your people in the chat. They really love you. You can just see it. They really love you. Rooted Beard Expectation.
What did I miss?
I'm sorry. Okay, Long Island Bigfoot.
Mike.
Rooted Beard Expedition. That's a good one. Yeah. And it's so funny. Okay, so this one my next trip is going to be in a different state, and I don't want to disclose the location yet, but it's going to be going out east. And I was thinking about doing the whole, if I haven't hit 2,000 subs, I was going to do the Amish look. I'll get the hat. I'm going to get the suspenders. And I'm going to film it, and I'm going to go and explore, the Amish explore. Get some overalls, and I'm gonna do it. I'll John Deere it, man.
Iron Dogger says ZZ Top type beard coming soon. What are you saying? He's not going to get 2,000 subscribers? No.
Oh man. Hey,
you'll be fine.
Well, we'll have to go to Lagrange. Oh man. That's funny. Oh, real quick, I am going to do, I don't know if you saw when I was talking to Daniela, I'm going to do a cryptid PTSD. I'm going to do 4 people in the month of January, and it's going to be during the week. And I'm going to try this new thing where people can come out and, because I went through traumatic experiences, through my life, through cryptid, through the cryptid. And I want people to, and I was able to overcome that. And I want people to be able to come out and share their stories, because I know there's a lot of people out there that have been through some really, truly traumatic, best example, Carrie from Bigfoot Odyssey, just listening to his story was so, you could tell it really bothered him for so long, and how he's able to kind of overcome that and to be where he's at today, to hear stories like that helps so many people.
Yeah, and Wes Germer did the same exact thing.
Yeah,
he went through experience with his brother and turned it into a positive, and turned around and is helping tons of people.
Yeah,
and it's funny because that's one of the unexpected, pleasant surprises that I found by doing what I'm doing, is having people on. Is people have thanked me for helping them, and I'm like, dude, it wasn't my intention. I'm thankful that it happened, but it wasn't the original goal when I set out.
Yeah,
I wanted to hear some stories. I didn't think about that. People telling stories, it would be therapeutic.
Yeah.
So it's definitely a plus. I mean, I'm thrilled that that happens. You know.
Yeah, that is amazing. I mean, this what you're doing, what Daniela's doing, what Carrie's doing, and what all these other people that are like minded that are doing the same thing y'all guys are doing, or is truly helping people. And even if somebody's not coming out and talking about it, they're right here in the chat right now,
Absolutely,
and they're listening.
Other people. Absolutely.
Exactly,
they're not alone.
Exactly. And I just that's why I want to do my documentary, and that's why I want to get other people out there, because I believe it's important. It's not good to suppress it all in. And I think if somebody wants the opportunity to come on, and I don't know if I just want to do it for 1 month, and if it goes well, then I'll kind of pursue later on and see how that goes.
Iron Dogger says, Bogues, you offer a safe space. It's a blessing for many. Iron Dogger, yeah. I'm glad. I'm thrilled that I can do that. I love hanging out with you guys. I love you all, man. You guys are awesome. We never have issues, No, well, not lately. Just kidding. Ruger wants to know, did you see the haunted cafe in Lubbock or Whalen's grave?
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Unfortunately, I didn't. Sorry.
Hilton says, you've helped me, Mogs. Haven't worked out with what yet, though? Because you have no... Yeah, well, you have to understand. Dude, you got to understand. Hilton has no experiences. Hilton's been on my show like 2 or 3 times. Hilton's just a great friggin' person, and I love talking to him. And
wow.
and he's from New Zealand, so he's got that awesome accent. And, but
cool.
he has no experiences whatsoever. No paranormal, there's no cryptids in New Zealand. Maybe one, him. But Hilton's awesome. Hilton's really cool.
Well, he's got lots of stories. He can explain everything he's been listening to since he's been on your show.
Yeah, right. Cashew, thank you for posting that. Cashew just put
thank you so much, Cashew.
To your channel.
There's a lot in New Zealand. Wow. But yeah, I just think it's important. I think it's important for people to eat, to be around like-minded people, because you're going to always have two groups. To me, there's 2 groups of everything. You're going to have, they're going to have the people that it doesn't matter what you tell them and what proof you bring. They're just going to make fun of you. They're going to be like, you're crazy, this and that. You need to be in a nut house. And there's people who are going to not even have the experience that you had, but had something of their own and go, I believe that could have happened to you. I believe it. I know stuff. I know there's some crazy stuff out there, and I know that it's really good. I really think that's really good what y'all are doing.
So Jenny Metz just subscribed to your channel, and thank you so much, dude. I really appreciate it.
Hey, no problem.
It's a lot of people get in touch with me and they're like, dude, what are you doing? I'm like, what do you mean? You're blowing up. What are you doing? I'm not doing anything, man. I swear. It's like, it's just the way it's happening. And it's pretty cool.
You're doing great.
Thank you. It's weird,
And like I said, you are blowing up, and those people are like, what are you doing? I mean, whatever you're doing it right. So that's all that matters, is you're doing it right, and you're helping people as you go. And I think you can't really put a price on that. I mean, it's really cool.
Hey Mogs, can you ask Hilton how his first cousin Nanny Goat is doing after the Billy Goats missed him over in Trump country?
Oh, he's on a roll tonight.
That's Megan. That's a girl.
I mean, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No, it's funny though. Hey B, what's up? Hello everyone. Hey Mogs. Let's see what she say. Catching show late, but we'll of course watch replay. Hey, it's better late than never. That's the way I see it. Have you? Damn! I just scrolled by something. No, I have not. That's a good question. Black Tree. Julia, what's happening? Mogan Monster, have you ever seen the Aurora Borealis? I haven't. I would love to see the Aurora Borealis. that just fascinates me. That's something I really want to get up a little further north and check out. Shit happens because assholes make it happen. Way to go, Ozzy.
Oh my gosh. Hilton's like, what was that about?
What does he mean? Oh, he can't take a little compliment? Mike Kirkpatrick says, Zach and I have seen the same evil-looking dude. Zach called him the devil. I remember you mentioning that, Mike.
That's the guy I was saying that he was one of the guys I reached out to or was talking to. I saw him. I was actually listening to your show. And that's where I heard his story for the first time. And I immediately contacted him. I was like, that's the same guy that I saw. It's very weird.
And it's weird. I can picture it in my head. That's scary. Person with the round glasses and a tall top hat. Was he tall and thin?
He was thin, and he was probably maybe if could have been about 6 foot. And it wasn't a tall hat. It was a fedora almost, but it wasn't like I don't know. It's like not a gangster. I don't know. It's like it's just one of those old. It's old hat. Like this guy looked like he was not in this time period. Like, what are you doing here, dude? Oh my gosh, I'm having fun tonight. This is great. Thanks again for having me on the show.
You know what, dude? That's the way we are here. We just have a blast. And because everybody in chat is just amazing.
Yeah.
They make this show. I just I provide a place to hang out and have on. Let anybody come on who wants to come on. I don't.
Yeah.
Anybody can come on. That's the thing, and that freaks people out. They're like, "Wait a minute, you just let anybody on your show?" Yeah.
Wait, so you're telling me that anybody can come on your show? Okay.
Yeah.
A melon hat, Rooted Expeditions. What's a melon hat? I'm so sorry.
A bowler hat.
A melon hat. It could be like a melon hat. It's just, I'm trying to think, and I can't. I'll have to get a picture or something.
Mike Kirkpatrick says, y'all can listen to my experience of what Zach is talking about on Mogi Monsters video list at the beginning.
Yes. That's the one. That was the second or third one. He's been on there quite a bit. I think it was the second one. Might have been the third one.
Yeah, he...
Can you post that link there, Mike? I can't remember. Now it's going to drive me crazy because I know he did a whole bunch of them, and I can't remember if it's the second one or third one. It's driving me nuts. Because that was a good one. I remember that show because I was glued to that. Like hearing that, I was like, because it literally took me back to that time. I was like, wow, this is no way this dude is describing the same exact thing that I saw.
Why not?
Oh, look, you're right. Long Island Bigfoot says if you ever go to Amityville Horror House, it's a short way from my home. We can hang. Really, because like I know they changed. Where is that really? Because I know they changed the address, and I really want to go. Yeah, Amityville. I cannot pronounce anything like Mogollon. You know, I'm so bad with names. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I really want to know where that's at because that is on my bucket list to do. I know they changed the address.
I think they changed some of the features on that house for the movie. I remember, I think if you ever look at I know on the book, they show the windows, the upper windows for the attic, and they're like half circles. I remember this vividly from that damn movie. And I think they changed just some features on the house for the movie itself. Was it like Sherlock Holmes hat?
Yes, exactly. Yes. Yes. Not something you would probably find in a store nowadays.
Megan just says, I think Expedition actually saw Slash from Guns N' Roses on a drug tangent.
No, I would have remembered that. Megan, that's funny. Oh, wow.
So
It's the bandanas that keep them coming back to you. It's the bandanas. Oh, man. That's great.
It's a trademark. Actually, I have a whole bunch of bandanas that I have to get printed. I still haven't had time to get them to a printer yet.
Lockbeard.
What does this say?
Oh my gosh, you guys are great.
Fun fact, Muggs is clearly more comfortable with his pants off than his bandana. True, I am.
Oh you know,
dude, the first live show I did, I took my pants off.
Oh my gosh.
I think on the 16th live show I did, I took my pants off.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that is funny.
So okay. So now you just did this this trip, and now you got a lot of editing and all that stuff to do to put out these videos. What's in your future as far as other trips?
Well,
what's your like dream trip? You know, where do you want to really explore?
I've got to cover quite a bit, and I'm not gonna say everything in I'm gonna talk about two. So in the United States, I want to hit the Winchester House. I don't know why, for some reason. Yes, I really want to hit that.
That's an interesting house.
Is it? I keep hearing that.
Yeah.
And
stairs that go to nowhere. You know.
Yeah.
Door. You know, just weird.
Doors that lead to nowhere.
Oh yeah. Well, because the woman they kept building and building and building and building. They never stopped building on that house.
Yeah. That is probably one of the biggest ones I want to see. And then, you know, I wouldn't mind seeing some more older jails here in the United States. And then I would like to go to the UK. I'd like to see some of the castles out there. I really, if I could pinpoint one castle, I want to see Dracula's castle in Transylvania, Romania. I think that would be probably ultimate explore for me is Dracula's castle. I think that would be really cool. It's freaking old. And
no, that's and the way it sits up on that mountain is pretty cool.
Yeah, it's just too dramatic for me, and I mean not too dramatic, but it's so dramatic that's it, I gotta go see it. You know, that'd be a good video to make.
Was that Vlad Tepes? That was the Vlad the Impaler.
I have Mike Stockton. Hey, Mike, what's up? I haven't seen that movie, so I don't know. I don't know. If I saw it again, I'd be like, that's it. That's him. But it's like
that's 40s, exactly what I see. Mike Stockton, that's what I picture in my head. That same exact picture of that guy with the top hat.
People in the chat are so funny. I'm gonna tell you.
What about like do they do tours at like the what's that the hotel in Colorado from The Shining?
Oh, I can't remember.
I'm just counting I know which backwards
one. I would assume they would do that. Especially, I noticed, just like I said, I'm still new to this, so I'm still learning a lot. I have noticed through a lot of the movie sites, they do a lot of tours. You know, if it's something to do with like an outside scene.
Stanley, that's the Stanley Hotel.
Stanley Hotel.
Thank you, Cashew.
So I'm sure they would. I haven't looked into it, so I don't know. I do know that the Winchester Mansion or the Winchester House is a tour. I just want to know if I can rent it out for the night, not the night, but for the day or something, so I can explore it. Um, I don't know if that's something they do. I do know it's really cheap to go in it. I think it's self guided, where you go in on your own. But since this whole COVID thing comes around, it's kind of hard to read what's going on, what they're really doing. So I don't know. So I'm hoping this all clears up.
So TFV asks, Ruta, do you have something that visits with you regularly? Or with
Uh,
any regularity, sorry.
Not anymore. Not anymore. Used to, but not anymore. It's gone away about 3 years ago. So, but do I have stuff that tries to do stuff and it's different? Yeah, but not like how it was prior 3 years ago. So, but yeah, and I think I saw the same question almost. Is there anything? Do I feel like there's anything attached to me? No, not anymore. Was there's? Yeah, there was stuff attached to me before.
And
Um,
how did you address that?
my faith, walking with God. I dealt with a lot of pain in my body a lot. I had like a crooked back, and I'd have to constantly go to the doctors for it. And when I came into the faith, no longer had a crooked back. I got the X-rays. It was straight. I had a broken foot too at the same time that just didn't heal right. Was always limp. Very, very, very painful, especially when it got cold. Because I heard it in the oil field, and I dropped a plate on it, and I never got it. Never casted it or anything, so I had to bear it because just some shady stuff going on in the oil field. And if I would have gone, I would have got canned if I went into the hospital and did that whole report and everything. So I couldn't afford that, so I had to bear it. And so I dealt with that for many years, and that really sucked. I should have just gone to the hospital and
Sure.
got it fixed. But so that was instantly healed as well. So, and I never had to deal with any more pain or anything like that or sickness. So it's
That's
been
incredible.
great. So
So Cashew asks, Zach, do you recall coming across something that you didn't expect to encounter that made you laugh?
um,
Besides this show.
yeah, I was about to say that, but I was like, nah, I gotta find something else. Um, come um, I don't know. I mean, I laugh at everything. Uh, I laugh at I don't know because I find funny things in everything, even scary moments, or would it be scary moments, like I got lost in the woods, and it was so funny because I wasn't far from the road, but a lot of witchcraft was done in these woods, and we went to go. It was Goatman's Bridge, and there was a lot of just weird things going on in the woods, and these little paths. There's so many different paths, and it kind of plays with your mind. And so you just laugh about that, because it does kind of get a little alarming. You're like, oh crap, where am I going? I was just here. Well, why can't I get where I need to go? I'm like right there. And it gets frustrating, but at the same time, you just kind of laugh at it. I mean, what can you do? You got to make fun about this situation that's so negative.
That is odd. So Hilton wants to know, have you talked to your parents as an adult about your childhood visitors?
I've talked to my mom about it, and just recently, I talked to my mom about it, and she never knew. I haven't really talked to it about my dad. I just don't feel like this. I don't know if he's going to want to hear about it, so I don't. I feel more comfortable to talk to my mom about it,
Right on.
because I feel like she's more open into those things. Um, you know, Nothing against my dad at all, but uh, that's just my dad was like, it's just a bad dream, or it's not real, and I don't know. It's kind of hard when you see things you just can't explain, and coming to find out later, you're like, oh man, I was having visitations. There was really something there. Like my dad would, say, hey, you would make you get what did I miss? What did I miss?
Shit. Oh my God.
This one, yeah, I was just reading that. Oh my gosh, come on. Come on, Megan. Quick joke to light your smoke on that one. Oh
shit.
my gosh. That's
Thanks,
funny.
Megan. But that's par for the course. Everybody that comes on, Megan just throws stuff out there, and it's
But that's great. That's great. Megan, keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Absolutely.
So, how was your 84th birthday?
Does it have to be a red bandana? 84th? No, 53rd.
Oh, okay.
Megan wants to see your package. Murray.
Oh, wow. That's funny.
My parents simply said go pray about it, not to an 11-year-old. Yeah. TFE, we're going to have you come on and tell your stories. Not now.
Megan has a dirty mind.
Who doesn't?
Oh my gosh, this is funny.
Megan has a funny mind. It's like we're all adults here.
There you go, Megan. You're getting them all wild up now.
Megan's world of fantasy. Wonder Woman.
The color of the band. Yeah, you're right. God,
the only question Moog's question about Megan's proposal was the color of the bandana.
Yeah. Quickly avoided that one. Straight to the point.
No, the fact that Cashew had to point it out. Thanks.
Yeah, right there. TFE says, "What? Okay, I'll email you and you will set it up."
Right on. Excuse me, got a hair in my mouth.
Well, there you go, Hilton. Print it and press. Yep.
Too funny.
What is that? Oh, no.
A pterosaur.
No. Yeah, no. I haven't. But they're out there. There's stuff like that. But why is it always going to be hush hush? That's the question I keep asking. I hear all these stories, and it's like, why does the government have to come in and hush everybody up about it? Why? I mean, like, I know that's probably a whole nother story there, but
yeah,
I'm just gonna
show in itself.
Yeah, never mind. I mean, that is one question that always gets me going. Elf on the shelf. Oh wow, 3:25 p.m. here. Well, about midday right there.
Mr. Elite 3 up. Mogs, how do you keep your locks in such good condition? Well, no.
That's great.
Yeah, so my next thing, I guess,
Booms from I'm sorry.
Booms
from underground. Yes, I've got a few of those. I don't know what those are from or what they would be. Maybe earthquakes or something, but it wouldn't make sense. Why would a boom be an earthquake? Usually, earthquake kind of a little bit. It's not a boom, I wouldn't think. But yeah, I felt one just probably about 3 weeks ago here.
An earthquake?
No, it was a big boom under the ground. It was weird.
Oh,
It shook the whole ground, house and everything.
They fracking down there?
Mm-mm. No fracking over here. No, and that's something that was like one of the first questions I would have. They fracking? No, not around here. Could it be underground tunnels? Who knows? Because they're everywhere.
Oh, that's why else would you have underground explosions or whatever you want to call them?
Yeah. No, at my other house, I was in an earthquake, but it was a weird earthquake. It was like it wasn't like one of the ones that like lasted for a while. It was like it felt weird. It was like a big wave that went through and through. It was pretty cool.
Not yet, Megan, but I will use it. Thank you. He
Hey,
uses
I
me.
used to use I used to use I used to use Mantel. That stuff is real. You buy it at the store. Mantel shampoo and conditioner. The earth farted. Sonic
Jenny
boom.
says I used to hear the earth rumbling too. That's weird. I don't.
I don't know. Now, something that really interests me is the metal screeching sounds that people are finding all across the world that's coming from the sky, but they don't know. It sounds like a drill bit drilling on something, or like metal scratching on metal or something. You know what I'm talking? Does that make sense?
I've heard some of it, like people hearing metallic sounds, but
Yes, metallic sounds. That's what it was. Um,
huh.
maybe Luckbeard.
Which one was
Maybe.
that?
I've thought long of the question. Whoop, I just lost it.
Oh, okay.
Here it is. Yeah, maybe. I don't know.
Well, we're just overpopulated anyway, so what's the difference if, a flying dinosaur eats a couple of us?
Yeah, right. Labor pains of the earth spoken. Yes, that is a good one, Carrie. Labor pains. Well, I think it's like the labor pains of how it would come in sections. It's going to be a lot of craziness and it's going to get peaceful. It's going to be a lot of craziness and get peaceful. And it's just going to get worse and worse and worse. That's what I believe. You can hear the booms before you feel the earthquake, and that's known at the P wave as the P wave. I've never heard of that.
It does sound familiar, actually. Where's my phone? I can't see shit.
Don't lose the mouse.
No, I turned that monitor off. That was weird, though, dude. I don't know why it the mouse moved to that monitor, and that was just weird.
Wow.
So, how is
Underground
everybody doing
bases
in
bums.
chat? You guys having a good time tonight?
You having a good time? Say yes.
Mouse hiding in your pocket? No. Collapse of the
Mouse
tunnels
hiding.
underground.
Yeah, could be. What do you think? What's your thoughts on that? That's pretty interesting.
I have no idea. I've never
Which,
experienced them.
I've never seen them for myself, but I do hear a lot of stories. Like they got tunnels that go from Arizona, or I think it's Arizona, Nevada, all the way up to the eastern seaboard. Up towards Maine and stuff.
The tunnels?
Yeah, like and they have
Yeah,
the training systems that go underneath. But I don't know how true that is.
there's tunnels that go from like Sedona back to Vegas and what is that? Skinwalker Ranch over that way. And
Yeah. Oh, that would be a good one to go explore. I'd love to go explore Skinwalker Ranch. That would be cool.
yeah, there's a similar thing here in Sedona called Bradshaw Ranch, but it's fenced off. You can't get in there. It's government owned, but there was some weird stuff that happened there.
Rudy, do you think it's all tied in together, cryptid and paranormal ghosts? Uh, I, I don't know. I mean, I think some of it could be like, tied in with the government, and some of it be paranormal. But then again, it could be all together too. I mean, I wouldn't put it. I mean, I'm not going to say it's one or the other because it could be either way.
All right.
Rainbows and unicorns. Fun.
Hilton, what are you talking about, brother? You say, no, this is shit. What are you talking about? I'm trying to scroll up to see what he's
Oh no,
referring to.
yeah, I think he's answering your question. Maybe. Are you having fun?
Oh. No, this
I
is
think.
shit. Oh, fuck you. No. No, I'm kidding.
Wow.
Yeah, I can, it's funny. Everybody knows I'm just kidding. You tell somebody
That's
to
a
go fuck themselves and laugh
yeah,
about it, and they're like, okay. But it's all in jest. I wouldn't,
yeah.
there's no ill intent for me at all.
Overbuilt Automotive said, my last girl said that. What's that? A tree frog? Oh my gosh,
Was it croaking?
man! I'm smiling too much. My cheeks are hurting.
That's not a bad thing, dude. Does the beard save snacks pretty good for you? The flavor
Yeah.
saver.
Uh, Sometimes if I need a snack for later, I kind of let it bury up in there, and then I kind of find it.
Mike's like, don't tell me to fuck off. I feel so slighted. I wasn't talking to you. But anyway, yeah. So I'm like you had asked earlier what my plans are. I'm just gonna keep going, keep doing what I'm doing, and see where it leads us. I'm gonna do that outing in March with Carrie and those guys.
I think that's gonna be great.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that because I'm not a researcher, but I want to get out there and
Are you gonna
you
film?
know.
I mean, are you gonna do your own
Oh yeah,
video and
I'll film with my equipment, their equipment, whatever. I
yeah,
want to get some other cameras, like a back trail camera and something I can, because I don't want to carry a camera. I'll body mount everything.
yeah,
I just don't want to walk around with a camera in my hand the whole time.
yeah, yeah?
But yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
That's gonna be pretty cool. I'm really looking forward to that. I think it's gonna be really interesting and a great experience too. That's gonna be really cool because you're gonna be with some people that really just I think that really changes the game too. Is when you have somebody like I'm not knowledgeable about the stuff, so I don't really know 100% what I'm looking at as I go. But the people that you're going to be with are going to be knowing exactly kind of what to look for and
Actually, yeah,
signs, and they're going to be like, yeah, me, I'm going to be out there just like, trying to see what I can. Hopefully, I just bump into one. You know what I mean?
yeah. No. It's going to be a good trip. I'm looking forward to the camaraderie and getting shit scared out of me. Yeah,
That'd be good.
it's always good to get the heart pumping.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard just don't take your pants off. Get dragged through the woods without your
Damn
pants
it.
on. That's not going to be fun.
Maybe. No.
Hey, I mean, if that's your thing, I mean,
No.
I'll let you borrow my horse and buggy, and you can blow some kisses back. Right, Megan? What? 2031 Fredericksburg Road. What does it to see the haunted apartment? Oh wow.
Yeah, that's I forgot the name of the complex. But yeah, that's where Mike used to live.
Man, he's got a lot of stories too. You got a lot of good guests
And
that come
and
on
he's
too.
Mike's a really good guy. I mean, he's just a
Yeah.
down to earth, genuinely good person, And so,
Yeah.
it's and for him to have all those different stories is like it's amazing. Possible Bigfoot, UFO, ghosts. I mean, that's fantastic,
Yeah, I mean, you're not just specific on one; it's many.
Well, that's the thing is, people think because it's Mogollon Monster that it's a Bigfoot channel.
Yeah, and it's not. It's cryptid. I mean, it's
It's
every
anything. Yeah,
little bit of everything. Yeah.
absolutely.
Like Long Island's Bigfoot. You're right. Amish Beard Lotion brought to you by Rooted Beard Expeditions. In
In
part
part.
by Bandana Co. Bandana Co. I don't know why every time I see that I think it's bandana.
by,
Bandana.
um, by Moog's Bandana Company. That's funny. So Ozzy, you got bad weather coming at you.
Uh
I
oh.
can hear the thunder, and it's about 50 miles away. That's never heard of thunder that far away.
Is it the lightning or the thunder? Lots of people have multiple paranormal experiences, correct? Yeah, I'm
Well, to
curious to
you,
know. I'm curious to know how long this is going to get. I mean, really, this is actually the longest I've ever had it in my whole life. I mean, I used to actually have one right here that was way down here, but never the sides. I mean, it was just,
I've never grown a beard like up here. I mean, I've always had a
yeah,
goatee,
yeah.
mustache and goatee, but never,
It's
you know,
weird
a
because
beard. And
where I
I look
used
like
to,
Santa Claus.
well, then you can get the hat to match.
Megan says, "Good night, Mogs. Best Sasquatch and transgender show ever. We love Mogs and good night, Amish Expedition."
Thank you so much,
Megan,
Megan.
Megan, thank you.
Thank you so much. That was good. And you know,
Have a great night.
you gotta have people like that to spice it up a little bit. Got those some spices in there. I like it.
Yeah, we have a lot of fun here, you know.
I see that. That is awesome.
And it's that's the whole thing is it's just kick back, laid back. It's not this uptight, interview, not naming names or comparing any to anybody. Just it's
Real laid back. I like that.
well,
It is
yeah,
a
and be
lot.
yourself. There's no reason to
Yeah.
be tense about telling a story or come in, relax, take a deep breath, and if you have a story to tell it.
Hang it.
Mike says Queen Mary is pretty freaking awesome too, and I'm guessing he's talking about the ship.
Yes, and I know Omar went there many times. Where is that in Florida?
California.
California. Okay.
Yeah.
That would be a cool ship to go see.
My dad has some artwork that came off of the Queen Mary.
Really?
I was going to use them when I did a what was it, last week or 2 weeks ago? I did the show. I ended up doing it for my dad's house because he had a procedure done and I had to stay at the house. So I ended up doing it out on his back deck. But I was gonna do it with that piece of art behind me, and it's pretty cool. But my nephew's cat knocked it over and broke it.
No.
So it's got to be repaired. But yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Dude.
But it's alright. It'll be fixed.
That's funny.
Little girl ghost. I heard of that too. Little girl ghost at the swimming pool in that ship. I remember.
Really?
That. Yeah.
Now I heard and this might be a different ship, but I heard they locked a room up because it was so much paranormal activity that they actually locked up the ship, and you can't get into the room or something. That I think because they were afraid somebody was going to get hurt or something. I could be wrong. It could be a different ship. Oh, that is probably, you said something, where would I want to go? I would say one of my biggest explorers I do want to do, and I don't know where it could be, would be a ghost ship, an old ghost ship. That would be really, really cool to explore, an old abandoned ship somewhere that no one's tending to. Not necessarily has to be at a shipyard or anything, but
could be beach somewhere
on an island, and that would be so freaking cool because I see a lot of pictures on the internet, of these ghost ships, that I don't know how safe they are, because no one's really taking pictures of the inside, but man, that'd be so cool to see part of history like that.
Sure.
It's on there.
Huh.
Jump on in, Duke.
is Duke? Sawdust. Oh, Mark, what's going on, buddy? I didn't even see you, dude. Sorry. Sawdust Beast. What's Duke saying? Okay, I'm back. What did I miss? Everything.
A lot. So much. You'll have to go back and rewatch.
Aussie Tiger says, Mogs, do you have a MeWe account? I do, buddy. I just don't really use it too much.
What is a MeWe?
Yeah, I have it.
What's a MeWe account?
It's another social media place where you can go. There's chat rooms. You can have your own room, and but it's called MeWe.
Really, I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
Wow. 80s Halloween costume. Yeah, Long Island. Yes. What has holes? Let's see.
Absolutely, Duke. Yeah, you can come by Thursday. That'd be awesome.
Oh, that'd be awesome. Yeah, I actually have to set your alarm because I stopped getting notifications from your show. So I actually have to set alarms on my phone. I don't know. I know that YouTube's changing up a lot of the algorithm. Oh, real quick, what do you think? What do you think of YouTube putting ads on people's videos that aren't monetized?
I haven't seen it happen yet, so I have no idea. Until it does, I don't know what's going on with that. I got a notice
a couple weeks ago, wasn't it?
Yeah. But I didn't really give it much mind because I'm not monetized. But it was talking about being monetized too. That
people that aren't monetized are gonna get ads on their videos, and they're not gonna get a payment for that.
Well, that's bullshit.
That's why it's been pissing a lot of people off, and a lot of people have been talking about it here lately. It's just, I hope they don't do it. I know they were saying they're going to do it, but we'll see. I mean, it's kind of messed up to me. If you're going to place an ad on somebody's channel, at least pay them for it.
I don't think that's right.
Sorry, I didn't want to bring you the bad news, but
oh no,
I was curious.
No, I heard you talking about it the other day on your show.
Yeah, I was just real curious. I mean, I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. Just right when you think you got YouTube figured out, the next week they throw another curveball. So, I mean, actually,
some people like Duke just they can't stand YouTube.
Yeah. Yeah, and I heard like 16% of your viewers will get notifications that your videos are on, and I asked why, and it's because they want you to watch other people. So if they give all your viewers, it's like on TikTok or I guess Facebook, when you post something, it goes to everybody. It's not going to give you 16% of the people that you're with. So that really hurts.
Duke says BitChute is getting live streams set up, so guess where I will be live streaming from. Right on, Duke. Yeah, you've been talking about BitChute for a while now.
Yeah, but what platform would that be, Lockbeard? I mean, what would that be? I mean, Google owns YouTube pretty much. So, I mean, Google moderates my live streams. I mean, I'll get people that will say something that's nothing. It's like my wife. She was saying, I agree. She was agreeing with the host the guest I had on. Disappeared, and it said Google moderator within a second, like that.
See, I was wondering about that. The other day, it was just before the Bigfoot Odyssey show, and I was like the first one in chat for whatever reason, and somebody commented about, are you East Coast or West Coast? It was a general question. It wasn't directed at me, and I just all I put was somewhere in between. That's all I said, was somewhere in between. And then the next line, I said, what's up, guys? But when I looked back, I went back, that somewhere in between was gone. I was like, I know I put it there. Where the hell did it go? Yeah. It's never happened to me before.
Well, hers, when my wife showed me, she took a picture of it before it disappeared, and it said Google moderator deleted this post. It's like she's like as soon as I wrote it, it was gone within a second. Like it was gone. Like they removed the message, retracted it, and
That's
I'm going,
weird, dude.
that's scary. I don't know. I mean, a lot of the video, all okay. Every live stream that
Okay,
I put out. Go ahead.
Honey says Rumble, a new video platform alternative to YouTube, and it's taking off huge.
See, I looked up Rumble, and it has 46,000 likes or something on the Apple Store app, or the App Store, I guess you would call it. So, and then I looked it up, and I don't even see in the ratings. Now, I could not be looking at the right spot, but I do remember her talking
Well,
about this.
there's a lot of people saying it's good. Duke says Rumble's good.
It is? What's your thoughts on Rumble, guys? I'm real curious because
I
I
never
hear
heard
it.
of it.
I never heard it. I never heard it until she said something about it. I was like, "What is that?" And I looked it up. It's got like 46 likes or something. I don't know. Get YouTube. What? Oh, get YouTube Studio. You will see everything that is taken away. Yeah. YouTube Studio helps so much. The Men in Black. What did I miss?
East Coast, West Coast must rule all. Huh.
So maybe I should get on another. I'm on 6 platforms right now. No, we're big on any of them, but I help use that to help with my YouTube channel.
Really?
Yeah, I mean 5 of them aren't you. I mean, if you don't include YouTube, it's just 5.
I have one. That's it.
I know.
YouTube. That's it.
I know, and you're doing great, man. You're doing great. I use Facebook a lot, Facebook groups. I use groups on Facebook. Other than that, I don't really pay attention to Facebook.
I had a YouTube page for Mogia Monster, and then they made me take the name down, change the name,
What?
and yeah, and I kind of just got away from the Facebook. I mean, I should get back to it. That was the only thing. I'd like post videos on YouTube, and then I would put them on Facebook as well. And
It made you take your name
the name
down.
down, yeah.
Why? What was their excuse? Offensive?
No, it wasn't like a it has to be a real person to have a YouTube. I mean, a Facebook account. It has to be a real person. Like, so they made me
Oh,
use my real name.
oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
Yeah.
Well, have you thought about doing just a regular page? I mean, I
Well,
do. I have.
yeah, I'm gonna get back. I'll get into that. I've gotten so busy with things. Like I would normally I would have put up a video to announce today's show. I haven't had time.
Yeah,
You know,
face this book.
fascist. What isn't owned by Google,
What
right?
wasn't a legal name? I mean, who knows? It could have been a legal name.
No, they wanted like the. Is this? It's funny because they said, "Is this a name you use every day?" Yeah. But I don't have a mailing address for it though.
Oh my gosh.
So, but yeah, this is what we do on Tuesdays and Thursdays. You know, we hang out, and these guys in chat just are amazing.
Yeah, you got a great group here. I mean, it's really cool. I mean, I'm having fun just reading the comments.
Yeah. Um, yeah, it's just a fantastic time with these guys. I'm thrilled that 2 nights a week I can come hang out and just you know have fun and learn and
Yeah, that Mind Gab keeps moving. Mind Gab, BitChute, Bryhan. I've never heard of all these except for Rumble, are not owned by Google. Does anybody use DuckDuckGo? I'm curious. Does anybody use DuckDuckGo? It's other search engine other than Google.
And Jenny Met says, yes, the best mods too, Mogs. Everybody says they have the best mods.
Yeah, the best mods, and and it does help a lot having good moderators in
Absolutely.
in the chat.
But they're not just moderators; they're friends.
Yeah.
Everybody here is like family. We just hang out, and
Yeah. We're at Mog's house right now. We're all hanging out.
Lockbeard says, I use DuckDuckGo.
Cool. That's nice. Yeah, DuckDuckGo is pretty good.
DuckDuckGo is great. Okay, right on.
Yeah. I know some people haven't heard of it.
I don't know anything about these things. I've heard of that one. But
if people are worried about Google tracking everything, like, I don't know. I mean, Facebook's even weird. I mean, you can talk about something and you'll start getting the ad about it. You don't have to search it on your phone.
Oh, no, it'll show up you can talk and your phone will hear it.
I mean, I literally, a few months ago, I said, Facebook, give me an ad about drones. And I literally refreshed the page and there was an ad for a drone on Facebook. How scary is that? You want to talk about cats or something, or talk about land?
I've done it. I've experimented with that with some other people. We were just like, okay, what's today's word? And we'd throw out a word and we'd keep using that word in a conversation until, we felt we said it enough, and then we'd like wait to see if it showed up,
Yeah. Thanks, Ozzy. You have a good one.
Good night, Ozzy. They have no agenda whatsoever. That DuckDuckGo. Hanging with Honey says I used to DuckDuckGo sometimes.
Yeah.
They have no agenda whatsoever. That's cool. But yeah, I don't know anything about these other places.
Yeah.
TFV says I don't use Chrome. I use in browser with DuckDuckGo.
Oh, nice. Now, unfortunately, I got away from DuckDuckGo and I am back into Google. But I mean, doing what I do on YouTube and doing what you do, it's just gonna be real hard to stay away from Google. I mean, Google's running this right now. Sorry, I had to say it. I mean, it is what it is.
But you know what? And that's it. It is what it is. This is what I'm using. I don't have time to go
figure out
all the other bullshit.
I agree.
But
and I wouldn't be on Facebook or these other social platforms if I wasn't on YouTube. If I didn't have a YouTube channel, I wouldn't even have a Facebook. I went the longest time without a Facebook. So.
Yeah, no, I had a Facebook for a long time, and I'm new to YouTube.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, compare searches on touchy subjects between Google and DuckDuck. Eye-opening.
Searches on touchy subjects between yes, it is. That's why I went to DuckDuckGo, because when I was chasing rabbit holes, you ain't gonna find it on Google, and if you do, it ain't gonna be the right answer because you're gonna find the flaws and the lies in it. And it's just a loop that will send you into crap. But if you want some real facts, go to DuckDuckGo because they don't hold anything back. You'll find real facts there.
Right on.
In fact, I guess false facts too. But I mean, I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, I mean, DuckDuckGo is why I went there. It's because I was chasing a lot of rabbit holes. I mean, very interesting things that are true.
I'm learning more and more every day. I don't know. I'm like.
Well, let's ask this: is anybody in the chat learning stuff today? I mean, I'm just curious. I always like to know is as long as at least one person learns something on each show, I think that's great or being helped or seeing something a little bit differently. That's awesome. I'm telling you got a really good group here.
Yeah, we do. But yeah, dude, I want to thank you for coming on tonight. Really good show. It's almost 2 hours.
Yeah.
It is a school night for me. I have to work in the morning. I've had the past couple of days off and just been trying to catch up.
I'm usually asleep by now. I actually got to drink some pick me up here.
Mr. DeVere says, "Hi Zach, have you ever done para stuff and testing ultrasound above 2,000 hertz?"
No, I've never used any paranormal equipment for any of the paranormal that I did in the past. But with the channel that I have, I really try to keep to strictly to exploring. But I do pick up a lot of stuff. Also, I know that EMF fields come into a big play because I will go into a building that supposedly has a lot of activity, and I will lose the film from the inside shots, but I'll have the film from the outside shots on the SD card. So
Hmm.
something very, I believe it's the EMF because I hear Kerry talking about it a few times on his show, and I believe that the EMF field wiped out whatever was on the inside there that didn't want to be seen. So,
That's possible.
I mean, that's the only, I want to know more. I don't know if that's true or not, but it's kind of weird that you only get footage outside, but no footage inside. And then when you look at my phone camera, because I do, I have because I'll sometimes film with two cameras just in case for that reason. And you'll see that I have my other camera with the SD card on. It's filming, the lights on, it's filming. Nothing happened, but it filmed outside fine. But once I go inside, it's not filming. That doesn't make sense. And the light's still on saying it's filming. It's just not recording it on the SD card. It's just it's like it stops it. It's weird.
Jenny says, "Thank you, mods, for a great job." Um,
And thanks again for having me on the show, man. It's a real honor.
Oh, my pleasure, dude.
Really appreciate that.
Yeah, my pleasure.
The love and the support. Man, you're a really great person too, man. Like I said, what you got going on here, keep doing what you're doing because it's working.
Yeah,
you got the secret sauce, man. You people know it. They know. Awesome. They know. This is why they keep coming back, is because of you. They keep coming back because they've made. And you know what's funny? I bet a lot of these people are making friends in here too, and that's like you put it perfect early.
Are.
You know,
they are.
And it's like being at Mog's house. Welcome to my house. You know, I mean, we are at a friend's house, just like you said, enjoying each other's company. That is awesome.
Yeah, I get to do it twice a week. And I would do it more, but it's just I don't have time.
Dude, you're coming up on 40,000 views.
What on 31? I don't know.
30. Yeah, almost 32.
Okay.
So.
It is what it is. I like looking at the numbers, but I don't live by them.
Well, also another good app, and the only reason I can see this is because I'm limited to what I can see, but I mean I can see your algorithm here, or the stats. But TubeBuddy is really good. It's really helps me with how I can title my videos using tags. Tags help a lot. It helps get your video listed and ranked into search bars. That's a big plus. Yeah.
We'll have to talk further about some of this stuff because I don't know shit about it.
Yeah, man. Dude.
Well, like, you were talking with, the hell was her name?
Michelle or Danielle?
Rochelle. Yeah. And you guys were talking about, all the different ins and outs of it, and I was just like, what the hell is he talking about? Because you guys are in it to win it. I'm just here to hang out with my friends and have a good time, and
yeah, man, you do great. I mean, like, that's what I'm saying. Like, dude, like, if you just apply just a little bit of this stuff, man, I don't know, dude. This show's gonna blow up. It's already blowing up. I mean, like, it's really cool to see this. Like, I like seeing stuff like this. This is happening to you, and this is awesome. I mean, I literally remember when you first started doing this, you were doing everything pre-recorded. Yeah. And look at you now, it's blowing up.
Well, I had to, like, I just, it wasn't enough. It was not enough. Yeah. I couldn't, I was in a lot of chats, so that's where I would see people. Okay. Yeah. That's where I started, was in chats.
Yeah.
And doing pre-recorded, it was great, and but it wasn't enough. I wanted to hang out with my friends, you know, on my show. So here we are.
And this is what you're doing right here. You're in it to win it right here, man, because you're really hanging out with, you already won it. So you're hanging out with your friends here, man, and meeting new people probably every single time you're on the show or doing your show. That's really cool, man.
Well, like for instance, hanging with Honey. I don't recall, the name sounds familiar, but I know she just subscribed today. You know, I saw the notification. So it's great to see that, you know, new subscribers are hanging out. They're not just, you know, subscribing and not watching, you know.
Yeah.
It's great.
It's great. And that's good. And that's the thing we were talking on Rochelle's show is, you know, it's like you're only getting, you know, so many for so many people that are subscribing to your channel, you're not really getting true followers. So it's like for, you know, for every, I don't know, for like, so every 100 subscribers, you're probably getting like 5 true followers that are really dedicated to your show.
Will do, Duke.
And it's kind of funny how that, no worries. It's kind of funny how that happens, but it's true. And right here, you got some good numbers, man. But keep up, man. Just keep up doing what you're doing, man. And be yourself, and like just.
That's all I can be. I can't be somebody else, you know. And that's what's cool is, you know, people are hanging out because I am myself, you know.
Yeah. You know, I didn't get to see Carrie's show grow up, so I you know, but what he's doing is amazing. But you know, it was really cool is actually seeing your show first starting. You know, I know you've been on YouTube prior, but seeing your show launch off and then seeing where you're at right now.
I wasn't on, you know, YouTube before, you know, 8 months ago.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you're still new to the show. It's not even 6 months with the show.
Oh yeah.
You know, and and it's really cool. Just imagine, you know, a year from now, like, dude, it's gonna be pretty cool.
So, I'm not gonna hold my breath, but it is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Miss Deal. Amen to that. Hey, Sharon Guy. What's up?
Hey, Sharon. Somebody else I just saw and I didn't say hi to who was it?
The Dave.
Oh, the Dave I didn't see. I didn't say hi to him either. Oh, Prairie Fire. What's up? Good to see you. But anyway, listen, dude, I'm going to bounce off of here.
Yes. No worries.
Thank you so much, man. You know, you're more than welcome anytime. And everybody knows that. Anybody's welcome here. But yeah, if you've been here before, the door is wide open. You know, you're always welcome back.
I really appreciate you having me on the show, and
I'm glad you came.
Appreciate the warm welcome too. So,
right on. All right, dude. I'm gonna pop you backstage. I'm gonna say goodnight to everybody here. So sure. I'll be with you in a minute. Okay. If you wanted to say goodnight to these guys, now's the time. I didn't mean to just like.
oh my God!
I like cut them off.
Like in mid-speech. All right, guys, I just want to say thank you so much. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that thumbs up because it helps get Mog's videos out and to reach more people like yourself. So thank you, everybody, for being so kind and warm welcoming me in here. And guys, I hope to see y'all in the future in the chat. So y'all stay blessed. Thank you, Mogs.
All right, guys. I want to thank everybody. Thank Zach for coming out tonight. I think it was a good show. You know, I enjoyed his company tonight, and I hope you guys, you know, enjoyed it as well. Carrie says, great show, much love. Thank you guys so much. If you like the show, hit that like and subscribe. Don't forget to leave, share, and don't forget to leave comments. I love, you know, reading your comments. Lockbeard, which motherfuckers click thumbs down? It's all good, brother. It's you know, a thumb up, thumb down, doesn't matter. It's all counted. All right, guys. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys in 2 days? Duke, yeah, I'll get in touch with you. All right. Talk to you in a bit. Good night, guys. Peace and God bless. All right. Thank you again. You guys are awesome.